Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. In today's video, we are continuing with our custom message box. This is part 7. We're going to set some more options for our box, including the form's background color, the prompt's color, the font color, the font size, the font name. We're going to learn about type conversion, use the HexToRGB function, lots more today. And of course, this is part 7 of the series, so what does that mean? Well, silly, if you haven't watched parts 1 through 6, what are you doing here? Go watch those and then come on back. All right, so we've got a lot going on with this box, but the number one thing is let's change the colors and stuff. I mean, we don't want just the same old bland box. That's why we're making our own custom box in the first place, right? So we could change all the attributes, including some colors. Let's start with the form's background color and the font color of the prompt. Those are the two biggies. So let's go into the function first. So bring up your code editor. Let's go into the global module, find our function. We're going to add it here. We've got optional form back color as a string. Equals, now what do you want the default background color to be? Now, I like to use hex colors, and you can go into actual form design, and we could take a look at what the color is in here right now by bringing up the properties for the details section. And you can see the background color says accent 5 lighter 60. What does that mean? Well, that means I picked a theme color. Normally, I try to avoid the theme colors, right? Because these can change if the user changes the theme. I try to stick to the standard colors because if you pick a standard color, you get that. You get a hex color there. Okay? So try to pick a basic color that you want. You know, you could go with basic gray if you want, just like a regular one. But let's go with the background color of, I don't know, let's go with that guy. No, I don't like that one either. All right, we'll pick this one. Okay, so it's D6DF EC. Just copy that. You don't need the pound sign in front of it. We'll make that our default form background color. All right, comma. And optional, optional. We're going to go with the font color for the prompt as a string equals, and I'll just go with black, which is 000000. For those of you who don't know how hex colors works, right, there's 3 components to it. There's the R, there's the G, and the B, red, green, blue, right? And this is a value from 00 to FF. It's hexadecimal. Not going to spend a million hours going over it now, but 00 is black, FF is white, everything in the middle, you know, you get the point. So, if you want to learn more about that, of course, go watch this, Colors in Access VBA, and I'll explain how to use the RGB function there. All right, now we got it here in the options. We can set it down here now. I'm just going to copy one of these guys. Copy, paste, paste. And again, it's just a matter of this going there, and this going there and there, building our arg string. All right, save it. Now we have to tell the form how to read this stuff. So go to the forms code, find this stuff here. All right, case. We've got the form back color. Now, as you noticed a second ago, there is no back color property for the form itself. If you're looking at a form, right, there is no back color property up here. All right, under format. The sections have background colors. All right, there's a background color there for the detail section. And for our message box, that's the only section we have. All right, now you can either call it section AC detail, that's a special access constant, or you can call it section 0, whichever you want. Or if you're a Star Trek nerd, you can call it section 31. I'm just kidding. There's no section 31. It doesn't exist in Access or in the Federation. So here, if form back color is the option, we're going to say me.section AC detail, or 0, whichever you prefer, dot back color equals. Now, here's the problem. This has been a problem for years. The hex colors are everywhere now, right? So you think you could just do like this, right? Okay. But unfortunately, since day one, Access uses these silly function, or these silly numbers, right? They're long integers. So we have to convert that value to Access's numeric value. And we use a function called HexToRGB to do that. Now, HexToRGB isn't a built-in function. So where, might you ask, can I get this beautiful function? Well, that's what my code vault's for. Here it is, the HexToRGB function that you can use to convert this into the Access long integer color value. If you are a gold member or above, you can go right to the code vault. I'll put a link down below. If not, well, get typing. I'll blow it up a little bit for you so you can see it. Pause the video, type that out. The rest of us members can just click the copy button. I'm going to go over to my global module and paste that in here somewhere. We'll paste it right there. Boop, there it is. That's the HexToRGB. Takes a string in, gives you back the long integer that Access wants for its color value. All right, now I can say right here, HexToRGB name value 1, which is the value, and then we should be all set. Same thing for the other one, case font color. We're going to say prompt, that's the name of the text box, right? Or the label, excuse me, dot forecolor equals HexToRGB name value 1. Okay, save it. Now, give it a debug compile. You get a by ref argument type mismatch. What? What's all this? Well, a type mismatch basically means you're not sending this function the type of value it's expecting. Now, if you remember way back from lesson 1, all right, name value is an array of type variant. And you can't send a variant to a function that's expecting a string. So we have to do a little bit of type conversion here. We have to take this, even though it is a valid string, right? We have to take this and manually convert it to a string. All right, something called typecasting. Okay, we're going to say C string name value 1. What that does is it takes that variant, it casts it or it converts it over to a string value, and now it will compile. Oh, hang on. Oh, gotta do the same thing here. My bad. There's two of them, right? But now notice we got past this one, right? All right, C string. And there's a whole bunch of type conversion functions. There's C string, C boolean, C long, C int, C double, C currency. There's a whole bunch of them. Want to learn more about type conversion? Guess what? I got a video for it. Wouldn't you know? Go watch this. It's a free one. There's a link right there. I'll put it down below. So now that we compile, we should be able to use it, right? Let's go to our main menu and let's change these options here. Let's continue on the next line after this one. All right, what are we at? We're at form back color. So we're going to put the back color in here as, let's go with like a light gray, like a dark gray. I'll go light gray. A. And then we'll go with prompt color of red. So we'll go 99, see, RGB, right? If the first one has, if they're all even, it's going to be a shade of gray. 0 is black, F is white. Everything in the middle is going to be shades of gray. This is going to be red, and it's going to be dark red because the rest of it's zeros. Okay? All right. Save it. And by the way, there's tons of websites that have these color wheels. You can also just go into Access Design View, right? Just click on anything in here and go to this guy and go to More Colors. And you'll get the RGB values are right here on the custom screen. I cover this in my beginner classes, right? There's the standard wheel there, but go to custom and you can change these and pick these and all kinds of stuff. There's also, I'm just going to mention it real quick. There's this website that I recommend that has all kinds of cool stuff on here. It's got a big color wheel like this. You can pick parts of a palette, right? So you can say, I want to base it on this green here. And it gives you different options down below for things that are like complementary for that color. If you want to set up your own like theme, you can. Yeah, it's got stuff on color pickers and color harmonies and all kinds of cool stuff. So I'll put a link to this down below. It's a really cool tool. Anyways, save it, debug, compile, come back out here, close it, open up. There we go. There's gray with red text. See that? It's pretty cool. A bit too dark of a gray for you, lighten it up. Let's go with D. All right. Now try it. Boom. There you go. Want to change the font and the font size too? That's easy to do as well. Again, it's going to be repeating the same series of steps. Start with the function. All right, add the options here. So what are we going to put in here? We're going to put font name. Oops, excuse me, optional. Remember, if you start with optional, everything after that has to be optional as a string. What do you want your default to be? I'm going to go do Calibri. And we'll do optional font size as a long equals, let's say 16 point. Okay, add those down here, same thing. Okay, we got font name and font size. Okay, done with that. See how this is working, right? Now go to the form and add them down here. So right in here, case, font name, you're going to say prompt.font name equals name value 1. Case font size, prompt.font size equals name value 1. And you can add whatever other things you want. Font bold, you want font italics, you want, just keep going. I'm not going to do all of them, of course. Whatever ones you want to change, whatever Legos you want in your database, you put them in there. And again, I'm not putting checks in here. I'm not testing for valid, which fonts are installed on the system. I'm not going through all that. You could find a list of fonts that are on your system, right? Just come in here, pick this thing, and go to Format and change it. Let's say you want Arial Black. All right, now go over here where find the font setting. That's the text you want right there. That's the exact text you want to use. All right, if you change it to something else, whatever this is, that's the text you want to use. Now, I only have the fonts that are installed on my system that came with Windows and Office. So I would suggest sticking to those. If you've installed any third-party fonts, they may not be on your users' machines. That's up to you. So I try to stick with the default fonts. There's enough of them to keep most people happy, right? Okay, let's go with Limelight. Good Rush song. All right, so find the font name, Limelight, right there. All right, copy that to your clipboard. I'm going to put this back to the default, which was Calibri. Where's Calibri? Right, come here. Come here, Calibri, right there. Okay, that's the default. But in my function call, let's go to the main menu. I'm going to make this guy now be, we're on font name is Limelight, and we're going to go 22 point. Okay, save it. And let's see what we got. Save it, close it, open it, bam. Custom color, custom font size, custom font color. Now we're getting with a really cool custom box here, aren't we? It's starting to look pretty good. And of course, Picard is the greatest captain, so yes. All right, changed up my colors a little bit. That looks cool. And yes, I used that color picker tool. That looks neat. And it wouldn't be hard if you wanted to make the background actually flash. If you want to have it go from like blue to yellow, so it's like in their face, like boom. Maybe even play, like beep or play a sound too. I've got this video which shows you how to make flashing text. It basically changes the background color, flashes on and off from white to red, white to red. You can do the same thing with your message box. You can change the background color that we just set. It basically uses a timer event. Go watch this video for full details. I'm not going to do it in this class because I've pretty much already done it. If you guys want to see me do it with this, let me know. We can make it an option, right? Post a comment down below if you want to see that, and I'll run through it. But, yeah, there you go. That's going to do it for part 7. Stick around. Part 8's coming up. What's today? Today's Friday. So Monday we'll have part 8. That's going to be your tech help video for today. Hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you Monday. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have below. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. Click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Want to learn more? Click the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. YouTube does a pretty good job of hiding it. It's right down there. See this part of the description here, right? The name, the video's up here. There's a little Show More down there, right down the bottom. It's kind of hard to find. But once you click on that, you'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. And YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted like they used to do. But if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. And you can pick how frequently to get emails from me, either as they happen, daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, if you'd like to become a paid member of my channel and receive all kinds of awesome perks, click on the Join button. You'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks, including my extended cut videos, access to my code vault, lots of VBA source code in there, template downloads, and lots more. I'll talk more about these perks at the end of the video. Even if you don't want to commit to becoming a paid member and you'd like to help support my work, please feel free to click on the tip jar link. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got some puppies to feed. But don't worry, no matter what, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you really want to learn Access and you haven't tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, and more. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? The whole thing, free, 4 hours. Go watch it. And okay, a lot of you have told me that you don't have time to sit through a 4-hour course. So I do now have a quicker Microsoft Access for Beginners video that covers all the basics faster in about 30 minutes. And no, I didn't just put the video on fast forward. But I'll put a link to this down below as well. Now, if you like level 1, level 2 is just $1. That's it, $1. And that's another whole 90-minute course. Level 2 is also free for paid members of any level, including supporters. So if you're a member, go watch level 2. It's free. Okay, want to get your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my Tech Help page and send me your question there. Members get priority, of course. While I do try to read and respond to all of the comments posted below in the comments section, I only have time to go through them briefly a couple of times a month, and sometimes I get thousands of them. So send me your question here on the Tech Help page, and you'll have a better chance of getting it answered. And while you're on my website, be sure to stop by my Access forum. We've got lots of lively conversations about Microsoft Access and other topics. I have a fantastic group of moderators who help me answer questions. Shout out to Alex, Kevin, Scott, Adam, John, Dan, Juan, and everybody else who helps out on the site. I appreciate everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't like Facebook. Don't get me started. Now, let's talk more about those member perks if you do decide to join as a paid member. There are different levels: Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut Tech Help videos, one free beginner class every month, and some other perks. Gold members get all the previous perks, plus access to download the sample databases that I build in my Tech Help videos, plus access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use, the code that I build in most of the videos. You'll also get higher priority if you do submit any Tech Help questions. Now, answers are never guaranteed, but you do go higher in the list for me to read them. And if I like your question, you got a good chance of it being answered. You'll also get one free expert level class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus even higher priority for Tech Help questions. You get access to all of my full beginner level courses for every subject. And I cover lots of different subjects like Word, Excel, VBA, ASP, lots of different stuff, not just Access. These are the full-length courses found on my website. You get all the beginner ones. In addition, once you finish the expert classes, you get one free developer class per month. So lots of training. And finally, you can also become a Diamond sponsor. You'll have your name or your company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown on each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you again soon.